Today's class is rights of the bank. Right of lien, rights of set-off, right of appropriation, right to charge incidental charges, right to close accounts. First one, right of lien. What is right of lien? Right of lien means right of a person to retain the property of another person for the non-payment of debt. That is very, very important. Right of a person to retain the property of the other person for the non-payment of debts. That is the rights of lien. Now, the lien can be divided into two categories. One is particular lien and general lien. Particular lien means when a lien is external to a particular property is called as the particular lien. For example, I have a scooter. I have taken the scooter to the workshop for service. After the service is over, I have to pay 200 rupees, then only I can take back my scooter. So if I have not paid the amount, the workshop person, the service person, he has the right to retain my scooter till I pay the amount. This is a particular lien. General lien means the banker's lien. If I have taken a loan, I am going to the SBI, I am taking loan. If I not pay the loan, the banker has the right to retain the property for the non-payment of loan. This is called as a banker's lien. Now, on what capacity? These are the conditions, the capacity as a banker. As a banker, the banker has the right to retain my property if the loan is not paid properly. If there is any pending in the loan. Number one. Number two, specific purpose. I have taken the loan, agriculture loan, by pledging a gold. So the bank has the right to retain my gold jewels, till I pay for the non-payment of agriculture loan. So, for specific purpose should be there. Lawfully, the banker can retain my property in a legal manner. The fourth one, no contrary. But there should not be any contrary agreement. Suppose I am taking an agriculture loan for 50,000 rupees by pledging a jewel. At the time of pledging a loan, there should not be any contrary agreement. The agreement means if I not pay the amount, loan amount, the banker has no right to retain my gold. Such type of agreement should not be there. So the banker should be very careful. There should not be any contrary agreement. Then banker can retain my property. But there are some exceptions. In certain cases, banker has no right to retain my property. For example, one, safe custody. I have taken a loan, agriculture loan, the loan is pending. At the same time, banker cannot retain the other things. Safe custody. I had a locker in the bank. I have kept the jewels in this safe locker. For the non-payment of my agriculture loan, the banker has no right to retain the jewels kept in safe custody, the safe locker. Number one. The second one, documents kept for safe purpose. Sometimes I had some documents I kept in the safe locker. For the non-payment of my loan, the banker cannot do anything, cannot freeze the locker. The next one, the money deposited. I had a FD. I put FD 3 lakhs rupees in my FD account, fixed deposit. For the non-payment of my loan, the banker cannot freeze or cannot withhold the FD. Securities left negligence. Suppose I have gone to the bank to see the manager. At that time, I have kept certain documents on his table. Out of negligence, he cannot do anything. The next one, securities held. Sometimes I had a trust, one of the trustee member in the trust. I had a lot of securities. In that case also, the banker cannot retain the securities of the trust securities for the non-payment of my loan. So these are the exemptions. Right to set off. Right to set off means that is very, very important. The right to set off means the bank has the right to combine two accounts to write off the debit balance of one account with the credit balance of another account. For example, I have two accounts. One is savings account and current account. Savings account I had 1 lakh rupees. In the meantime, the current account I had only 50,000 rupees. That is OD balance. I have not paid. I have taken the loan in the current account. I have not paid. So the bank, what the banker can do anything, banker can merge two accounts, savings account and the current account, and he can set off the debit balance. Debit balance means current account debit balance. Current account debit balance by adjusting the credit balance in the savings account. The banker can merge the savings account and the current account, and he can remove the debit balance in the current account by adjusting the credit balance in the savings account. So, in that case, what are the rules? Debt should be the same. I should have the two accounts, same savings account and current account in my same name only. Then only he can have the right to set up. Second one, the debt must be due. This due means I have taken the agriculture loan for 1 year. After 1 year only, the banker has a right to set off the account. Next one, debts must be certain. The amount must be certain. It should be 1 lakh or it should be 2 lakhs. The amount should be specific. No contrary. There should not be any contrary agreement. The next one, garnish order. The bank should not have any garnish order. The court gives a garnish order to the banker to freeze my account. In that case, also the bank cannot do anything. Next one, banker's option. It's a banker's option to open the account. The next one, right of appropriation. Right of appropriation means I have taken 3 loans. One 419, 10,000 loan, and one 519, 50,000 loan, and 160 loan. 1 year is over, but I have not paid any amount. Now I am going to the bank. That is in the month of August 2020. I am going to the bank with 30,000 rupees. Then I am giving an instruction. Sir, you first close this third loan account. That is appropriation by debt. I am giving some instruction to settle the first debt, the last debt, because it will be bigger one. The second one is appropriation by banker. Suppose I am not given any instructions to banker. I am just paid 30,000 rupees. Is your option, sir, which account you can choose. So the appropriation credit. The third one, neither party. I am not given any instruction. The banker is not given any taken anything. Third one, the banker can adjust this amount as per the rules in Clayton case. That is, he can settle the first loan account. Which loan accounts has been taken first? The first loan account, that is very, very important. I have taken the loan on 1/4/2009. This is the first loan amount. Along with the interest, I have to pay 11,000 rupees. On 1/5 again, I have taken another 15,000 rupees. So these are with the 30,000 rupees, I can pay first this loan amount with the interest. Second also, I can pay with it. And remaining balance, I can adjust with the banker can adjust with the third. So this is the order of chronological order. As per the chronological order, the banker can adjust this 30,000 rupees with his loan account. This is called as the right of appropriation. Right of appropriation means writing the debts, right of settling the debts or cancelling the debts as per the order. Next one, right to charge incidental charges. That is very, very important. For the non-payment of debt, whatever the charges appears, whatever the interest in it, the bank has the right to add along with my account. Suppose I have taken 1 lakh, I have not paid. So the 1 lakh with interest and additional charges, suppose postal charges, some telegram charges they have sent to me. So all the incidental charges will be added along with the loan account. The last one, right to close the account. The bank has the right to close the customer's account under 3 conditions. When there is a death of the customer. When the death arises, the banker will receive the death certificate from the relatives and the banker has the right to close the customer account. The second one, if a customer is insane, not in a proper mental condition, in that case, and if it's lunatic, he gets a certificate from the doctor, the banker has the right to close the account. The third one, if the customer is insolvent, sometimes the customer will not be in a position. The customer became solvent. The customer is having a lot of debts. In that case, the bank can close the accounts. So what are these 3 conditions the bank can? So the right of appropriation means, first one, right of lien, right to retain the property of the other person for the non-payment of debt. Particular lien, general lien. Particular lien means the bank has the item is given when any loan is taken for a particular purpose, is called as a particular lien. For example, I have given a scooter to the service station. After paying 200 rupees only, I can take back the scooter. Till that, the service person has a right to retain my scooter. This particular generally means the banker receives I am receiving a loan from the bank. I have not paid the amount. The bank has the right to retain my property. Banker's lien has a capacity as banker, specific purpose, lawfully, and no conduct. Under these conditions, the bank has the right to retain my property. But certain conditions, the bank has no right. Custody, safe deposited, safe custody, documents kept for safe purpose, money deposited, security left in security held in. Under these conditions, the banker cannot retain my property. Right to set up. The bank has the right to set off my property. If I am having an account in my name, debt must be due, debt must be certain, no contrary agreement, garnishing orders received, the bank has no right, banker's option. Next one, right of appropriation. The bank has the right to appropriate the debts as per the indication given by the debtor. Second, indication by the creditor. The third one, both the parties has not given anything. The banker can appropriate my debts first on the basis of the chronological order, which loan has taken first. On that basis, the amount will be adjusted. Next one, right to charge incidental charges mean right to along the loan account, what are the charges happens to be added to it. First, last one, right to close the account. Banker has a right to close the account on the death of the customer. The second one, the person is lunatic. The third one, the banker got some information, is doing some illegal business. In that case also, the bankers can close the particular customer's account. Thank you very much.